Alright, so now we're going to move on to learning target 3.2. So you'll go to my class website, and on my class website there'll be learning target 3.2 materials and videos. Click on free fall and projectile notes. That will take you to our guided notes for this learning target. First, please take a look at our end goal, which is analyze the forces acting on a dropped and thrown object. So we're going to look at forces still with learning target 3.2, but now those forces will be on dropped or thrown objects. We'll start by defining a projectile, identify the forces, then we'll explain it, and then we'll analyze. Hopefully you start seeing a pattern in our learning targets. So we'll go to following websites. So this is going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be fill in the blank or skeletons. You're going to have to go find the answers in a website. And you have to look through to come up with your own definitions and your own answers or your own learning. So it's going to be very open-ended and guided. So you have to pay attention and chunk your time reasonably. We need to get done with these notes by the end of Friday. Okay? So here's our two websites. For projectile or thrown objects, we'll click on this link. For dropped objects in free fall, we'll click on this link. We'll start by, as always, defining a projectile. So I click on, just delete the answer here, what is the definition of a projectile? So I click on the link to go to projectile motion, and it takes me to a new website. This website is the physics classroom. It's a great tutorial and a great source of information for you. So I begin by reading. Now, if you're anything like me, I'm going to scroll and see there's, oh my gosh, there is a ton of writing. Are you kidding me, Mr. Reedstrom? But we're reading with a purpose. Our purpose is to define what a projectile is. So I read that first paragraph and I realize there's no answer to my question, so I move on. There's no information in there that is important to me. Now I start reading the second paragraph. A projectile is an object which the only force acting is gravity. Ding, 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 ding. That just defined it. So I go back to my notes and I type in a projectile is an object in which the only force acting on it is gravity. There we go. I've answered that question. So now we go back. What are the types of projectiles? Okay, so I go back. An object dropped from rest is a projectile. Ding, 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 ding. There is one type of projectile. So I put in my notes. Type 1. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. Type 1, dropped. Now you see there's a picture of a dropped object. That is one type of projectile. What you will do for the rest of the day is go through this. There are a couple hints though, so please pay attention for this next portion. The next question will ask you, what does it mean to be in free fall? You will click on this link to see it. Alright, and you'll try to define what free fall is. Once you've done that, you can go on to I can identify the forces acting on a dropped or thrown object. There's an elephant and feather animation, so I want you to click on that link. Once you've clicked on that link, you'll be able to see and you'll be able to answer these questions with true or false. Then you'll answer the question, what is the only force acting on a dropped object without air resistance? So once again, we are identifying the forces acting on the object. If an object, and we keep answering these questions, we'll also go through, click on the links, I can explain forces, and then we'll go to I can analyze. Now this is important, so please pay attention. This is a simulation, and this is an investigation. If you click on the link, you will get to the investigation sheet. Here's our sheet. Now, right away, it says you must use Safari. You have to use Safari for this simulation. It will not work in Chrome. Once again, use Safari. Now, we'll click on this link here, but this link will take you to a place where you have to select something. The simulation you want to select is investigating projectiles, testing variables. and you'll move through the simulation and input data. At the end of this, oh my gosh, Mr. Easton, you're crazy. It's fun though. You'll get through it pretty quick. I want you to answer these questions based on your data from above and post it to your kid blog when you complete it. Post it to your kid blog when you complete it. So let's summarize what we will do. First, you will take notes using Learning Target 3.2, Free Fall, and Projectile Motion. You must click on the links and you must find the answers yourself. Second, you will go and start the simulation. You must use Safari for the simulation. Third, you will do the simulation. And fourth, you will post your reflections to these questions on your kid blog when you are complete. This is not homework. You will finish it on Friday. Thank you and have a great rest of the day. Be sure to stay kind to everyone.